Tinkered with it just a little bit. Check this out. She runs. Kind of hard to do one-handed holding my phone. But yes, it runs. Well guys, I come in here this morning and I threw that battery charger on jump start and I wasn't getting nothing. I took my test light and checked around. I wasn't getting anything. Yeah, I wasn't very happy. I figured it was in the wiring. Just for giggles, I pulled that battery out and threw another battery in there, and now I'm getting power everywhere. So I don't know, that battery's only 6 months old. So now I've got power everywhere, and I come over here and I flip the switch. She runs. Another thing I did, let me grab the camera here. Another thing I did was I flipped it from platform to ground. I don't know if anything on the platform works yet. So I flipped it down to ground effect here. And then I had juice to everything up here. Pop this cover off just so I could test some wires. But yeah, she runs, guys. Don't know if the fuel pumps are working. There is fuel in the tank, I checked that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to prime the fuel pump because it's been setting so long. But I just wanted to tinker with that first thing this morning and try to get that going. But that is awesome, man. That thing runs good for setting for so many years. That's awesome. I primed the fuel line. I'm out of starting fluid here. Let's see if she'll fire up now. And gonna have to let that battery charge for a little bit. Okay, a little at a time. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. I've been tinkering with this thing. I pulled the top of the fuel pump off and primed it and cranked on it, and I am not getting any fuel. So I got Bill working on trying to find a fuel pump for it. I pulled that off and cranked on it. I fired it up, squirting gas into the carburetor, and had it running long enough to get this warm, and it still wasn't pumping any fuel. So I know the fuel pump's bad. I'm gonna pull this apart. I'm gonna pull this line off, hook it up here. I'm gonna pull this line off, and I've got an old lawnmower, I think, gas tank. I'm gonna gravity feed the fuel to it, see if I can't get it running long enough to actually check any of the functions. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna swap that out real quick, get a little bit of gas in that can, and bring you back. Let's see if it'll fire up. Hey, it ran longer than normal. The boom moved. Wow. The boom just raised itself up off the ground. Check him out. I couldn't get it to go in though. It's probably fairly low on fuel. Or not fuel, hydraulic fluid. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I'm going to set you down right here and see if you can watch it. Well, it went up, it don't come back down. I wonder why it don't come down. Okay. Well, at least I know that works. That's awesome. I'm going to try to swing. swings, it don't want to go down and it don't want to telescope. I'll bet because they don't have all of these pins hooked up, it's not making a connection from the front to the back. And I'll bet that's what's going on. It's blocking the juice stops here. The juice stops here, man. I'll have to play with that a little bit, but I'll bet I gotta figure out why they did that. I don't know. I'll play with that, and who knows? Once I get that plugged in, it might operate just fine. Okay guys, I ended up getting me an electric fuel pump for this thing. I need to get it so it'll start up and run a little bit longer so I can check a few things out. So that fuel pump's no good. This fuel pump is $180 plus shipping because they have to special order it in. Yeah, no, that ain't happening. This one was 28 bucks. So let's get the fuel line off there and get it plumbed in and hook up a couple wires. I'm still gonna run my temporary tank for now. I wanna empty that other tank out, make sure it's clean before I go running it. Come on, let go. See how you are? There we go. All right. Now, let's leave that filter on there. Pop it apart right here. I'll set you right there. Don't move. Fuel pump. Nothing works. Okay, switch it to platform, then come up here and hit it, see what it does. Nothing. Nothing at all. I have no spark with it switched back there. Okay, I'm gonna shut that pump off. So, if it's on the ground here, I'll turn it on. It runs perfect. Switch it to platform. It shuts it down every time. Okay, I don't know how I can set you guys up here. Okay, turn the juice on, take the test light, put it on the coil. Can you see it's on? Okay, I switched it to platform and it shuts it off. Back to the ground, to the platform. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. They have got these two wires connected to each other and they are live. Nothing else in here looks out of the ordinary. These two wires go to the hour meter. I ain't worried about that. That, and that, all three click when I switch it back and forth. Oh, I'm gonna have power on. Okay. I'm wondering if I run a hot wire over to here. So it's getting power to the distributor and then go over there and hit it. I wonder if it'll fire up. Let me see if I can find a length of wire. I don't know, guys, this is just a long shot. I'm just trying to get it so I can figure out what's going on. Oh my goodness. Once I figure out what makes it operate up there, then I can come back and do a permanent fix. But I don't want to do a bunch of playing around with it if I can't figure out what's going on. I'd hate to have to get a hold of JLG and have them come out and look at it, because I'm gonna be honest, I ain't got that kind of money. Will that reach around? Has it got power? Yes. Okay, so put it on platform, turn it on. Let's go see if it'll crank and fire. Look at that. Okay, the steering worked. I gotta turn the fuel pump on. Where'd my wire go? Just shove that back in there like that. All right, start her up again. Yeah, steering works great. All right, will the boom go up? Not back here. Nothing works. Woo, hey. Check that out. Okay. The kill switch don't work. They bypassed that. The switches don't work because I got that bypassed. Okay, so platform or ground. Man, this thing runs good. Okay, so what do we got? We got steering over here. We got platform level. Man, somebody ought to clean that mess up. We got steering, platform level. I didn't even check to see if this worked. It's running off the same control as this. But the kill switch don't work, and that don't make any sense to me. Why would you bypass a kill switch? There are two wires that I don't know what they go to right here. I got that plugged in. That's good. I don't know what they was doing here with these house nuts. I really need to find a book on this. I've looked online, but everything online looks like this right here. And it don't tell nothing. It don't tell what none of these numbers are. It don't show what the plugs look like. I'm not an electrician, so I gotta figure this thing out somehow. Man, I'm impressed how good that little Wisconsin runs. So I have no drive control whatsoever. None of those work. The level works and the steer works. The drive speed and the engine speed does not work. The choke, it's been unhooked. It's got a manual choke on it. Don't need the auxiliary. I just wonder if this works. That's telescope. The up and down does not work. What did they do? Okay. This one right here is the I gotta turn the power on here. Okay, that's the kill switch. It is on. Let's flip the switch. It is still on. It's because they got it run directly. Oh no. That's the kill. Okay, so that tells me the coil wire comes back to the kill switch. Switch it to the basket. This wire is powered right here. Flip that on. Okay, so I got to figure out which one of these wires is supposed to go up to the distributor, to the coil. And I'll just about bet that one does not have power. It comes in and goes into that block right there. I just wonder if that's supposed to go there. It's about the right length. And where does this one go? And that goes down to this switch, which is the auxiliary power. So why would they do that? It comes out of the kill switch and goes to the auxiliary. I'm thinking I'm going to hook that right there. See what it does. Okay, let's hit the power again. I want to try some out of my way here. Here we go. Okay. There's that. There's that. It's on platform. Power is on. It's operating some. pushed, it does not without it. Steer don't work without the pedal pushed. It does with it. Well, that didn't work. Okay. So, in this wiring that they've messed up, get that out of my way for a minute. Right there, we are missing power to these three controllers. And I think once that controller's in, that'll power. Needs to come over. Go in right there. That one comes up to right there. Which one was that? That was the basket level. So I know it's got power. Okay. This third one here comes over right here. It drops down into that plug. I hate wiring. Hate it worse than mechanicking. Right there, what's that wire? Looks like a factory stop. Same way with those. Okay. Yeah, those are all factory stops. See, I got this wire off of that one. Don't know where it goes. This wire comes up, that's to the horn. I don't care about no horn. If they can't see this big yellow thing coming, they don't need to be out there. Let's see. All them fuses are good. This one ain't hooked to nothing. Wish I could get to that one, see it a little bit better. Can I get my hand into it? See, that wire there does have power. I checked that. This. Everything looks like it's hooked up. Back in there. It's just this wire. And this wire. This one goes down to the pedal. Where would that go? If something ain't operating because the pedal ain't telling it to, I wonder if this gets juice when I hit the pedal. I don't even remember the last thing I videoed. I put that bucket underneath the boom because I didn't want to have to clean the mess up again. But I'm going to throw that tire back on there it is. I'm gonna throw that tire back on. I think I might have got it sealed up. I don't know. This one's been holding for 3 days now, so I think I do have that one. I'm gonna throw that other tire on there and get this thing setting back down on the ground. I just might put the hood back on this thing and pull it outside. I think I need to get back on that one. Keep my focus where it needs to be. I need to get this taillight area buttoned up. Get that taillight area buttoned up. I can bring this back in later this winter. I'm gonna get some measurements and find out what I need to put a tongue on this thing so I can move it around easier. And yeah, I'm just gonna throw that tire on there real quick and we're gonna see if this thing will fire up. I'll tell you what, these big boys ain't light. And of course, this one don't have the hub to hold it. Yeah. Oh, that's fun. There we go. I'm just gonna stay sitting down. Yeah, I think tomorrow's Friday. I think I'm just gonna, before I leave tomorrow, I'll get this out of here and clean that mess up out of the floor. And then Saturday, I'll just come in here and work on crew cab. Oh no, come on. Next thing I need to do is dump what's in that bucket up into the hydraulic reservoir. There's a little bit in there. Close enough. Okay, now I need to get this thing off of that block. if that tire did hold air. Let's just see what kind of nightmare this is going to be. This jack is not a very good one. Coming down. All right. Now the next thing I want to do, I want to raise this thing up. I'm going to put the covers back on all this stuff before I move it out. And that one, put the hood back on, put the screws back in this, you know, all that kind of stuff. I don't need this no more. All right, let's see how she starts for the first time in 3 days. Gotta hook my fuel pump up. Okay. I'm gonna leave that up there, see what it looks like in the morning. It'll probably be down on the ground. But who knows? I know I'm not getting in between there. Ooh, hey, look at that big old motor. Oh, that's the rotate. Yeah, it's dirty down in there. All right, well, I gotta go try to find a 9/16 bolt. So I'm gonna get out of here. I think I'm just gonna close this video out right here because this video was supposed to be a will it run, not will it operate. But yes, will it run? Yes, it will run. Will it operate? About half of it does. I'm gonna see if I can't find somebody that knows a little more about electricals than I do, because I've looked at it off and on over the past few days and I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't want to hook a wire up and burn something up if that's not the issue, and I don't want to put too much juice to something that's supposed to be restricted way back, if you understand what I mean. So I think I'd better get somebody that knows what they're talking about, knows what they're looking at, and go from there. So, well, I'm gonna close this video out. Yeah. Tomorrow, I'll move this thing out of here and clean that mess up so I can work on that Saturday. So, till the next time on this machine, Have a good one.